and by so doing, you would be transforming your own life. If you're not playing big yet, you should be, and you won't need much push from the universe to get you out doing it, because you have such a great chart for reaching a broad expanse of people, and both men and women. You have a lot of lucky mentors, people that come into your life that are just sort of like serendipity to you, and for you it's like they're just good friends, but actually they're there to help move you forward in your life purpose. So how am I doing so far?
Spot on.
Amazing.
Very good.
Okay, good. Well, stop me if I'm going on the wrong track, because I don't want to talk for a long time and then have you say, yeah, you lost me at hello.
Okay.
This person is, I presume it's a woman, because more people on this show, I would presume, are listening are women. And Scorpio is the sun sign, and Scorpio I'm doing as the rising sign because we didn't have a birth time. But Scorpio is a very difficult placement for a woman because it makes a woman extremely strong and independent, which is great for career, and it's great for taking care of yourself. But that doesn't leave much for the guy to take care of, or whoever your romantic partner would be. Now, astrology doesn't know if the chart is a male or a female. It doesn't know if it's an animal or a launching of a project or a business or a wedding date. It just knows, you know, it talks as if everything was one entity. So if this is a person, which I'm pretty sure it is, it would be a very, very strong, independent woman that's quite capable of taking care of herself. But she's got a real mushy heart and really craves having somebody nurture her and take care of her. So this person would have to just allow the person or the people in her life to see her vulnerable soft side. And if you're an internet marketer, which is one of my things that I do, is I help internet marketers, especially women, you need to allow your audience or your tribe to see and hear about the stories in your life where you had it rough, so that you can relate, that you want your audience to relate to you. And strong, independent people don't like to tell about their little idiosyncrasies and the little things that go wrong. They want to be strong for everybody. But being strong like that, your shoulders are only so big. And sometimes in life, you need to lean on others, too. So you have to let them know about your soft, vulnerable side so that you have a place to go when you need support.
Wow, I think we all have some goosebumps in this room.
I went. That was me, Lexi. And
is that you, Deb?
Yes, and the things that you said I have hard times with, that it was so right on. I have such a hard time telling people about the struggles that I've gone through, and they're...
But the people that are closest to you know those
no,
struggles.
they do.
Are absolutely inspired by them.
Aw, thank you, Chandra.
So those are spot-on recommendations. That's amazing.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Lexi.
Well, this is how well I can do it without a birth time. If you give me a birth time, I can be even more precise.
Well,
So
I don't. It would scare me if you were any more
precise.
precise.
If I can outdo myself here.
Okay, do another one.
Okay, let's see what else I've got over here. Oh, crazy little computer. It's decided not to show me something. Okay, so I'm going to, I think because I didn't name it, I might have lost the data here.
Do you want us to throw out a birth date for you?
It doesn't go that way. I might have to just draw it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't find it here. Let's just do another one, and you can just. Do you mind telling me the dates, or do you want me to go back and look on the Facebook IM chat?
No, we'll give you.
It's private.
11.
Okay, that makes life easier.
Okay, 11/29/68.
68.
And what?
Today is the 29th day of November.
Right.
Of 1968.
Base.
And all you ladies don't want to talk
Midland.
about your age. Do we have a birth time?
12:12
Noon or midnight?
a.m.
So 12 in the afternoon and 12 minutes after it. And is it United States?
It's 12:12 a.m. So just after midnight, and it is in Midland.
Just after midnight?
Yep, and actually it's in Midland, Michigan.
I'm sorry, what's the city?
Midland, Midland.
Oh, Midland.
Right.
Okay. And I got to put a name in here, so I'm going to put, what am I going to put in here?
Her.
I'm going to put,
We don't want to tell her, do we?
Guinea pig 1.
Okay. This is a test.
I didn't want to put test in there because that means something else in my chart. So I just wanted to put something that I know that was this. Okay, so let me just, I've got Midland, and there's like a dozen Midlands in here. So what did you say the state was?
Michigan.
Kansas, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan. Here we go.
And we can tell you the name now because
I'm gonna love this person. Whoever this is, you and I would get along fabulous.
Aww.
Because, you're a Sagittarius with Moon in Aries, and all my best friends and most beloved people had something strong in Aries. My Venus is in Aries, and that's a really good friend for me. And somehow we just really seem to get along well when I have that going on in a relationship, whether it's business or friendship. So let me just now that I've got the chart drawn in the computer, I'm just pulling up which chart I want to see. What I'm looking at is the natal chart, but I'm also looking at transits and progressions, which I know you probably don't know what that is. The transits are what's happening in the sky today, and your natal chart is what was happening on the day you were born. Now, this person is a complete different story than Deb. This person has no focal point whatsoever, but if you had a focal point, it would definitely be your career, but there's no planets up there. So you need a mentor. You need to hire somebody or have a very strong partner that you have like the most ultimate trust in, like not anybody that could ever deceive you or pull the wool over your eyes. You need somebody you can absolutely trust to guide you because you don't have a pair of binoculars to look out into the universe. All of your planets are in a bowl, which means that you put your right foot in front of your left foot in front of your right foot in front of your left foot, and you're like the goat that climbs up the mountain and gets to the tiniest, craggiest little pinnacle peaks. You're going to make it to the top, and you're going to be an amazing shining star because you like to keep going. You're like the Energizer Bunny. You just don't quit. And you'll take your break. You know, it's not like you'll never slow down. You'll take a break, but you'll always come back. Whereas lots of other people will start a gazillion projects and not finish them, you will eventually finish them. People in Aries like to start projects and not finish them. They like to delegate to other people to finish. So you might want to find partners, and you've got a really good chart for partners. You might want to find some partners that are very loving and giving who can do the things you don't like doing. You like initiating the project, and you want someone else to do all the dot the I's and cross the T's part. But you're definitely going to make a lot of money. Money is not a problem for you. You were either born with a lot of it, or you marry well, or it's just really easy for you. And it will slip through your fingers very quickly. So I'm not going to say that you're going to have, billions in the bank, but you're never going to want for anything, and it's going to come and go, but you're never going to be really destitute. And do you live near water? I can see that the best place for you to live would be a place where you could have a lot of adventure, go hiking, have a dog, and, trek off with a couple of really good friends, but being very strong and independent. That's
really her. That's good.
Especially the strong and independent part.
And the hiking and the dogs and have adventures. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much her.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You are a dot the I's and cross the T's person. You just want to not finish the project. You want someone else to do that. You want to delegate. I have to tell this person that coming up in the next a couple of months from now, you might already know the person, but you're going to have a very strong heartfelt connection, and it could be extremely romantic, or it could be someone extremely feminine and soft and like just a very feminine quality to it, very easy. Like guys can be butch and strong and masculine, but when they fall in love, they can be all mush and flowers, that kind of a situation. And this time of your life, or this time of your relationship, or this new relationship, whichever it is, will be extremely romantic. You should take a chance on this relationship. This is like a lottery win for you. So it might be like a new baby coming into your life, like a grandchild, or it might be a new romantic partner, but whatever it is, it could even be launching a business. It could be something that you're strong and independent and gung-ho about, but the thing you're launching is the very, like the new feminine era, promoting feminine or women's rights or something about women there.
Well, that's very interesting. Do you like when you get feedback on the readings you've given?
I do, because that lets me know I'm on the right track. If I'm completely off track, like I know I'm not off track with this, it's just that it's coming in the future and it's maybe 3 to 6 months away. You might not even know what I'm talking about yet, but you mark my words, this is coming.
Good. You should get in touch with her in like 3 months, like right into the show, her show.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
you can get
absolutely.
in touch with me at any time, and we'll go into it in more detail. But if you're an internet marketer, if this person's an internet marketer, I suspect that they would be already planning this, that they've been planning this for a little while, not years, but just a little bit of time. And in the next 3 to 6 months, it's, every day that goes by, especially after October, November, it's just going to be so precious to you. So whatever it is that's in the making, it could be like a baby that's going to be born. It's a project that's being, it's growing and it's being built cell by cell, just like a baby cell by cell. Or it could be a romantic thing. And I would have to do more of the chart in order to get into more detail. But because this person doesn't have that focal point, the focal point is you have to do something with your career. Like it's definitely career is very important to you. And I would suggest, like this would be a great chart for an interior decorator or an architect.
Or a photographer.
Because this is all about building and making a home, not just a house, but making a home and nurturing and checking into your ancestry. Those types of things would all be important for moving you into like how the world looks at you, moving you out into the world.
Very interesting. I'd like to give you a little bit of feedback on that because that was actually my chart. And I am a photographer.
And who am I talking to?
Chandra. Chandra. I am the co-host today.
Hi, Chandra. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I am also a sponsor on the show. I am a photographer, and I am rebranding, and I'm doing all women's empowerment photography. So
Perfect.
For me, that some of the things that you said about the direction and then working strong with a feminine message is right on. And I have been working behind the scenes.
Mars, your Venus is at 17 degrees in the 5th house, which the 5th house is kind of like photography. It's very creative and it's image driven. And Venus is very feminine, so that's the woman thing I was talking about. And it's in Capricorn, which is very solid, and it's a social status thing. So if you work for the wealthy, if you work for the wealth industry or like big things, like big weddings or big productions of some sort. But it's at 17 degrees, which is a karmic number because it's an 8. 17 is an 8. And it will be sextile the position that Mars is just coming into, and Mars is your action. So something's going to kick you into gear, and you're going to get more forward motion over the next several months. And that'll last for a good 6 or 8 months. That'll be a really great kickoff for you to rebrand yourself with. This is brilliant. This is perfect.
Very good.
And Neptune's in there, too. And Neptune is the silver screen, which photography is certainly like. It would be more videos. I would suggest you create some videos to market yourself with and definitely market yourself online. You've got a really good chart for online. But hire yourself a mentor to keep you, right foot, left foot in the right direction because you can tend to get maybe a few too many projects or a few little distractions coming up, and a mentor will keep you on target.
Good.
Okay. Well, that's great. And I just want to let you know, too, that has been being researched and planned. So that part of the message that you sent in the reading was very accurate as well.
That's good. So we're going to go on break here in a minute, and I'm going to send you some more birthdays. I think we have time for 2 or 3 more, don't we?
Well, I can go faster. I don't have to say as much as I'm doing.
Okay. We're going to go on.
More of a tidbit so we can get a few more people in.
Okay, good. We're going to go on break here in just a few minutes. But until then, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How long you've been doing what you do, why you do what you do?
I had a very spiritual mother who believed in astrology and a very spiritual grandfather on my father's side, so I get it from both sides. And he also believed in astrology.
Oh, man.
Both in different ways. And I was like, I loved both of them. I was very close to both of them. But I was very...
Okay, I'm sorry, Lexi. The music already started playing. When we come back, you can finish telling us about that. And please stay tuned. We're with Alexi Johnson, and this is a lot of fun. I think you're going to like her.